Hello and welcome friend. In this new video, we see Fourier sine and cosine transforms. Friend, you are familiar with the Fourier sine and cosine integrals. From these two integrals, we derive Fourier sine and cosine transform. So firstly, we write the Fourier sine transform. Fourier sine transform is f of x equal to 2 divided by pi integration 0 to infinity sine of sx into dx integration 0 to infinity f of t sine of est into dt. Now we write this is equal to f of x equal to under root 2 divided by pi integration 0 to infinity sine sx into ds into f of s. So what is my f of s? F of s equal to under root 2 divided by pi integration 0 to infinity f of t into sine of est into dt. This f of s is called as a Fourier sine transform and small f of x is called as an inversion of Fourier sine transform. Similarly, we have Fourier cosine integral 2 divided by pi integration 0 to infinity cos of sx into dx integration 0 to infinity f of t into cos of st into dt. Similar technique, f of x equal to under root 2 divided by pi integration 0 to infinity cos of sx into capital F of s into ds. What is capital F of s? Where this capital F of s is equal to under root of 2 divided by pi integration 0 to infinity f of t cos of st into dt. Capital F of s is called as a Fourier cosine transform and small f of x, this new small f of x is called as a Fourier inversion Fourier cosine transform. So differentiate this, we write it as a suffix s for sine and c for cosine. And these are the simple formulas of Fourier sine and cosine transforms. I will write now once again this formula and we will solve some problems depending on this. So firstly, what is Fourier sine transform? Fourier sine transform is under 2 divided by pi integration 0 to infinity f of t into sine st into dt. And next, what is Fourier cosine transform? You can see it is similar to Fourier sine transform and instead of sine we have to write cos of st into dt. These are the two transforms, Fourier sine and cosine. Now we solve problems depending on this Fourier sine and cosine transform. Let us take the function find Fourier sine and cosine. Find Fourier sine and cosine transforms of f of x equal to the function e raised to minus ax, simple function. Now Fourier sine transform equal to under root 2 divided by pi integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus at into sine of st into dt. First we evaluate and finally put v values infinity and 0. Therefore 1 divided by sine is a first function. So you can see here, if we consider it as I equal to integration of e raised to minus at sine of st into dt, then sine, first function sine st into integration of second e raised to minus at divided by minus a minus derivative of the first, derivative of sine is a cos into s into integration of second into dt, okay, equal to minus sine st e raised to minus at divided by a minus minus plus s divided by a integration of e raised to minus at cos st into dt. Now again minus sine st into e raised to minus at divided by a plus s divided by a into cos st into e raised to minus at divided by minus a minus derivative of cos is sine st with minus sine into s into e raised to minus at divided by minus a into dt. So here we have 3 minus sign, 1, 2 and 3, and therefore their product is again minus sine st e raised to minus at divided by a minus s into cos st e raised to minus at divided by a square minus s square divided by a square into integration of sine at. This is my I. Okay, so I will get I. Here I have got this I, therefore this integration, you can see I equal to, we write here I to this side. So here I plus, now I plus s square divided by a square I equal to minus e raised to minus at divided by a square common. If we take a square common, we get a sine st plus s cos st. Okay. Now here LCM of this we get s square plus a square divided by a square I square equal to the same term minus e raised to minus at divided by a square into a sine st plus s into cos st. A square get cancelled, it is not I square. I equal to so you can see what is I equal to, let us divide s by s square plus a square, and we get I equal to here e raised to minus at divided by s square plus a square a into sine st plus s into cos st. This is integration. Now let us put the limit we have evaluated this integration, and we will now substitute in the Fourier sine integral. Okay, so write in the limit minus a e raised to minus at divided by s square plus a square a into cos a into sine st plus s into cos st whole from 0 to infinity. Now at infinity we can see whole value is 0, e raised to minus at. Due to this e raised to minus at, all terms are constant and it is varying, so this will be 0. Hence at upper limit we get 0 value. 0 minus 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 will be plus. At 0 this is 1, so I have 1 in the numerator and s square plus a square in the denominator. T equal to 0, this will be 0. Cos t is 1, so I get 1. Now you can see that this is equal to under root 2 divided by pi into s divided by s square plus a square. So this is the Fourier sine transforms of the function f of x equal to e raised to minus ax. Now let us see Fourier cosine. And here the integral, we write the integral directly for the Fourier cosine. You can evaluate that integral. It is time consuming, so therefore I will like to omit that, and Fourier cosine integral equal to under root 2 divided by pi integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus at into cos of st into dt. Or you can directly apply this formula, e raised to minus ax into cos of bx into dx equal to e raised to minus ax divided by a square plus b square into b sin bx minus a cos bx. This is the formula for integration. Equal to under root 2 divided by pi. Here you can see e raised to minus ax divided by s square plus a square into s into sin sx minus a into cos sx, and it is in the limit 0 to infinity, equal to under root of 2 divided by pi into, again at infinity, here this is variable t, we have to write here t. At infinity it is 0, since only variable is increasing variable is e raised to minus at in the denominator. Now at lower limit minus 1 divided by s square plus a square. At 0 this will be 0, and minus a cos of 0 equal to 1. So this is minus minus become plus, and we get under 2 divided by pi into a divided by s square plus a square. So here you can see how we can find the Fourier cosine and sine transforms. So friend, let us see one more example of this Fourier sine transform. Let us consider the function is 1 by x, f of x equal to 1 by x. Now Fourier sine transform equal to under root 2 divided by pi into function 1 divided by t, 1 divided by t into sine of st into dt. Okay, in this integration, let us put here st equal to theta, and therefore s into dt equal to d theta, and limit remain as it is. So this is equal to under root 2 divided by pi between the limit 0 to infinity sin st, we get sin theta divided by t. So this is t divided by theta divided by s into dt theta divided by s. You can see theta get cancelled. Sin theta divided by theta into d theta. This is a standard integral, and which value is pi divided by 2. Now if it is pi divided by 2, this will be under root of pi divided by 2. So very easily we will get the answer of this simple function f of x equal to 1 divided by x, and that will be under root of pi divided by 2. So friend, similarly you can solve various example of Fourier sine and cosine transform. Thank you friend, thank you for watching.